Good morning, I'm Julia and welcome to my, as you can probably tell from the echo, now decidedly empty greenhouse. It's Wednesday the 30th of October and it's cold. We are in my now very empty greenhouse. I've just got a few remnants of peppers to cut down and take out and pop all the soil from the tubs out onto the new bed, which is what I did with the soil from all the other planters that were in here. We're just going to do a very quick garden tour. I've got stuff I need to do this afternoon. I've only got like half an hour in the garden, so I thought I'd just do a quick catch up because it's been so long since I've done anything, and that's because I've had a few other things going on in my life recently. Again, there's always something going on in our lives, isn't there? So, but I have been managing to get out here and do the odd little bit of things, you know. So I've emptied the greenhouse, everything's out here, apart from those bits of peppers. They're picked. All the peppers are picked and they're currently in the dehydrator, being dehydrated, and then I'm going to pack them into jars of oil with some garlic and some rosemary and things, and they'll be used through the winter for cooking. I've not got much left in the garden. Oh, yeah, I've not got much left in the garden, to be fair. There are some things going on, but not a lot. Shall we go outside and have a look? Despite the frost, and we have had a few frosts, the sweet peas are still trying to pop out some flowers. So I'm just going to leave them for a little bit longer, to be honest. I stopped picking them because I wanted to try and get some seed pods. And I can't see any to show you at the moment. But look, see? It's still making pretty flowers. Very robust, aren't they? Anyway, a leek going to seed. A very tiny leek going to seed. So the beans are at an end. There's the last few still on just at the top there that I've been leaving for seed, but I suspect I'm too late. The frosts have pretty much finished them off. Got some leeks going on. Very small. Ooh, take that. Rocket. It's perpetual rocket, so perennial rocket. Smells delish. Got to try and keep it under control, just pick a bit every now and again. And there's a bit there that's got a flower on it, so we'll take that off. Leeks are doing, you know, they'll just sit there for the winter really. I've got one here that's going to seed, but one's not so bad, is it? I've got others in that bed as well. They've been badly disturbed by the foxes coming digging stuff up. Oh, still got some beetroot in here that never really did anything at all. Yeah, no. I'm just going to rip those out. They didn't do anything at all. The foxes came and dug up those carrots, but they didn't want the carrots, they just wanted to dig. So what they did dig up were good carrots, so I took them in. Beans that are dead and buried now by the frost. More beans. It's sad to see them go, but you know, I'll take them down in the next few days and prepare the bed for next year. Stick a load of manure and compost and stuff on it, and plenty of manure for next year's beans. I've decided I am going to leave these arches here. I like them like this over the path. And I've got the plans for the new bed. What else have we got? Some more beetroot in here that again have done nothing. Don't know what it is with me and beetroot this year. I've never had a problem before, but this year they've just not wanted to play the game. More leeks, tiny leeks. They'll probably just get used like spring onions or something through the winter. I've got those Japanese onions that I've planted. Some of them I've transplanted and some of them I've not done yet. But I will be doing, because they are going in there. And that bed is ready for them, bar a little bit of weeding, it's ready. Brassica bed is doing what Brassica bed does. Poor Cavalloniera. Oh dear. The slugs got it when it was young, and I thought it had completely gone, and then it made a brave and valiant attempt to grow back again. But alas, it was not to be. I don't know what's gone on with that sprout plant. But that sprout plant has got lots of sprouts on it, and these have got lots of young sprouts on. I need to tidy the leaves away a bit from them. Got my 2 cabbages still into ground. And here, come on, over here. Very late, and flowering purple sprouting broccoli. Oh well. Can you tell that I've just been so busy recently that I've not had time to get out here to the garden? And these are quite a stocky, dwarfy type of Brussels sprout. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But look, my kale's still at it. Not the biggest curly kale in the world, but I have had some good harvests off that, and I am about to have another one. So I'm just going to leave that in and let it keep going, to be fair. And here I've got some nice turnips growing. They are delicious. These ones have actually come to something. I'm actually getting turnips off these. I don't know if you can see. Oh, getting in there. They are growing. They are. And then I've got a few other brassicas and one radish, which is ready to be picked really. And a few with the Ishikura spring onions that I never picked. I'll have them soon and we'll stick them in something to eat. I've got a few celeriacs still in there, and I'm going to have to take them out even though they're not that big, because that's the area where the polytunnel is going to be going. Hence it being a mess, because I know what I'm going to be doing it to it soon. And this bed, of course, I believe I'm going to have to be moving. Little round carrots, the what do they call them, Paris somethings, can't remember, and some of my onions that have been nibbled off by something in that bed. Wonder why they've nibbled them in this bed but not where I've got them still in the tray up there. Quite peculiar. And a few leeks still in there. It's the comfrey, just letting it settle in. That's the new bed. It doesn't look like a bed at the moment, does it? But it's coming together. This is all the soil. Not sure why that's been dumped on there. But anyway, on my neat bed. All the soil from the pots in the greenhouse. And it's going to get spread out. And it's going to have some manure on it and some more compost. And these are all the trimmings from around the garden. I've just been chucking them in here, to be honest. It's working. It's working. So that's the job that I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to spread that as much as I can. And come back to you in a minute when I've done it. Shouldn't take long, to be honest. I've got a few pots of soil still around the garden that I need to pot in here as well. Back in a tick. I just want to quickly show you a bit of a surprise. You know, you might remember, I had my Christmas potatoes down here, and I thought they got blight, and that was that. So I got rid of all the top foliage, and to be honest, I just left the soil in the pot because of everything that's been going on recently. Oh, look, when I've emptied it out now, look, I mean, what a surprise. I'm as chuffed to bits as can be. Ha! Potatoes. A very, very unexpected harvest. Woo! I'm going to crack on and I'll let you know at the end how many more I get. Okay. It may not look like it to some people, but that's the beginnings of a new bed. I need some more compost to come further out around here. But for now, I've spread it. I've incorporated the stuff that I'd chopped before. Because this is going to be where I'm going to grow broad beans, sweet corn and some brassicas and some squash. So the sweet corn is going to be in a sort of diamond shaped block in the middle. Down here is going to be broad beans, and this corner is going to be broad beans. Up there is going to be some brassicas in that corner and some brassicas in that corner, and then growing down through underneath the sweet corn are going to be squashes, theoretically. We'll see how it goes this time. I am keeping the bean arch where it is, But on these poles here where I grew tomatoes this year, I'm going to grow peas. So I'll plant in front of them and grow peas up them on probably all of those beds. And then they'll be underplanted with salad crops, basically. This is going to be the allium bed next year. So there's, like I said, I'm going to put those Japanese onions in this end. I've already planted garlic at the far end, and I am going to, in the spring when these brassicas come out, because they'll come out over the winter, do spring sown sets in there. That far bed, which has got the blue hoops on there, that one's going to be moved because the polytunnel is going to go over there, and behind the greenhouse is going to be the shed. It's quite nice to have dirty fingernails again. It was quite a real surprise to get those potatoes. I'm going to go and show you how many I got and tell you from how big the containers were. Bear with me 1 second, I'll get back up there. These are the potatoes that I got. Look at that, some of them are really nice sizes. Such a massive surprise, I'll tell you. I was not expecting that. And that was from one of these big, I think they're 30 litre tubs. And that actually gave me the lowest yield. I can't believe I'm talking about yield from such a surprise crop. That big tub actually gave me the lowest yield, but that potato in there was put in last. The two tubs that are just this size, 10 litres, I think. Yeah. They gave loads. There were tons of potatoes in those two pots, and each just from one seed potato. So that poses an interesting question for next season, doesn't it? Anyway, signing off from a chilly late October morning, but with a smile on my face and a list of jobs to do as long as my arm. Need to get all this stuff out, get things moving, get my polytunnel up. Oh, it's going to be transformed yet again over winter. I'm going to turn you around and say goodbye properly. Bear with me. Ooh. There we go. Oh, bright sunlight making me squint. Let's see if we can get a better spot. Right. Happy face. Harvest of potatoes unexpectedly. I'm really happy. Ain't that brilliant though? When you get a harvest that you didn't know you were going to get. It's fantastic. I'm glad I've got some of that sorting out done. I can't see the screen on this thing, so I'm hoping you can see me, but the sun is incredibly bright. I'm really pleased with the progress, even though it's only taken a very short time. The progress this morning on the new bed, that's quite a good project. I'm going to get a bit more. I have got some more old compost in the greenhouse from the peppers. That'll fill that corner that I showed you. And I'm going to go and buy some, no, I'm not going to buy it, am I? I've got a horse. I'm going to put some manure on there, and then I'm going to put more compost over the top. So it should be a nice rich bed for growing broad beans and sweet corn next year. You know, it's cold, but it's beautiful. Sometimes it's worth just taking a moment. My garden is coming to its end. It has come to its end for this year, apart from my winter things, so I guess it's fair to say it's coming to the end. Dog's milling around somewhere, but it's still beautiful, you know, the changing of the seasons. Can't believe still getting sweet peas. It's nearly November, chaps. You're supposed to be by now. I've still got to chop that big sunflower down, and I am hoping I might still get some seeds from it. I don't know, we'll see. But it was lovely, that sunflower, wasn't it? Huge. I could save some seeds from some of the others, although the birds and the mice did get quite a lot, but that's okay. That's how it should be. I'm pretty certain they've left a few for me that will pop up around the garden as surprises, but I will be taking them out and transporting them elsewhere in the garden this year. I think my veggie garden needs to be veggies. It's not very big. It's big enough, but it's not very big. So in the veggie garden, we'll do veggies. But there'll be plenty of spaces around the edges for me to grow my sunflowers and my sweet peas and my antirrhinums, my zinnias and my cosmos. So for today, I'm going to say goodbye. It was supposed to just be quickly signing off, wasn't it? I hope I will see you next time. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, please do like and subscribe. It's really wonderful to have so many new subscribers, by the way. And thank you all. I can't believe that you want to watch me, but I'm really, really happy that you do. If you have liked what you've seen, please do like and subscribe. I really appreciate all the subscribers that I get and all the lovely comments that I get. It's been brilliant. A wonderful first season. I will see you soon. I will try not to leave as big a gap before the next video. You'll see me just tidying up, I think, and putting things out and getting the broad beans planted, because I've not done them yet. And getting that bed laid out in that diamond pattern that I said I would do. See you next time. I'm waffling. Bye bye. See you next time.